I'm in the kitchen of a central Omaha home, standing next to a very hot stove. Small chunks of potato fry in one pan, while a woman wearing an embroidered blue burqa dishes out more diced veggies into a metallic pot. Her name is Gila Hassan. She's making ghima, a traditional Sudanese beef stew. Potatoes, beef, onion, and a whole host of other spices I won't even try to pronounce. When the ghima is ready, Hassan tells me to sit down so we can share a meal together. Hassan came to Omaha from Western Sudan a few years ago, but not before spending time in some refugee camps along the way. Are you excited about having this opportunity to cook with the restaurant?
Yeah, but can you go slow, go down to understand you?
Okay. Hassan takes English classes for 2 hours every day, Monday through Friday. It will be her third language that she learns. She wants to be sure I understand her, so she asks her son, Abdullah, to translate for us. With Abdullah's help, I ask his mother about the importance of sharing a meal in Sudanese culture. Spoiler alert, it means quite a bit.
So mom said that in our culture it's very important for us like Sudanese people to be very kind and very lovely and try to know each other and feel like anyone that you have relate with him, you have to be like his brother or your brother, act like that.
Hassan's ghima, and the story of how she came to Omaha, is at the centerpiece of New American Dish, a first-of-its-kind event in Omaha and organized by the Refugee Empowerment Center, along with the chefs from Block 16 and Kitchen Table. The REC and the two restaurants are working with Hassan and one other New American woman to prepare dishes inspired by those women's homeland. For the next week, Block 16 will feature a dish inspired by Hassan's ghima. Kitchen Table will feature a Burmese-style curry. Colin Duggan is the chef and one of the owners at Kitchen Table. To develop that Burmese-style curry, he worked with a woman who fled the Burmese-Thai conflict, one of the longest-running civil wars in modern history. He says food is something we all need, so it's natural it would bring people together.
It's a requirement for life. What brings people together is that it's not always readily available, and we all kind of, over the course of history, have had to work together to get it. So it's just kind of a natural gathering point.
Serena Adlerstein works with the Refugee Empowerment Center, which is organizing New American Dish.
There are several goals for New American Dish. One is raising awareness about the different refugee communities living here in Omaha.
Numbers fluctuate, but Adlerstein says there are between 40 and 50,000 refugees living in Nebraska. People from Burma or Myanmar, Iraq, Syria, Sudan, China. Also, she says we should not use the term refugees anymore because...
Well, we try to say New American. The language is... Yeah, because when refugee is a very disempowering word, I feel like. They're New Americans, you know? They're here, they came to this country for the same reason that many of our families did 2, 4, 7, 12 generations ago did, for economic and social security.
During the week-long New American Dish event, Block 16 and the Kitchen Table are donating a portion of their sales to the New American Women's Alliance. Along with an order of the ghima or curry, diners will also receive information about the conflict-torn regions where the dishes are from, including information about the women who helped the restaurants develop the dish. Jessica Duggan owns the Kitchen Table with her husband, Colin.
Inclusivity is something that's really important to us. One of our core values here is to make sure that everyone can have something good to eat. You're not walking away feeling like you had to settle for something. This kind of felt like a natural fit with wanting to help promote refugee inclusivity in Omaha and raising people's awareness that there are other folks that are new to the area or not new to the area, but we need to all be welcoming and helpful and encourage the growth.
And as all good foodies know, any Burmese-style curry worth its weight in kyat contains fish paste. Don't worry, Colin has that covered.
Finished with the curry and the fish paste. is a fermented steelhead trout. Salted, dried, fermented, and then ground. We finished it with a chopped egg, and it goes over our house-made flatbread.
Back in Gila Hassan's kitchen, Gila insists I take a second portion of her gima, which I was obliged to do. I ask her to describe how she feels about her role in New American Dish. Her son Abdullah translates her answer.
الغير هيعرفوا يجي إن شاء الله.
And she said, I hope my food will be good for them and they love it. And she said, like you know, and Serena, know about her. She would do, everyone else know about her.
Question for you.
Okay.
Do you, does it make you, are you proud of your mom being able to be a part of this program?
Yeah, sure. She got the courage to do that, really, and I'm so happy for her.
Thank you, my son.
Because what son wouldn't be? For KVNO News, I'm Ryan Robertson.